Let me tell you my terrifying story. My name is Randa, from Egypt. I am now about 34 years old. This story happened to me many years ago, when I was just 18, but I still remember it to this day. I recall everything that happened during that time. The events were so intense that they are hard to forget, believe me. When you read the story, you will understand and believe me. At that time, my father bought a new house. The house was surprisingly cheap despite its large size. It was an incredible opportunity, and my father couldn't believe it. The price was much lower than what it should have been, a real steal. I have 4 siblings, so I'm not alone. On our first day in the new house, or rather the new apartment, we were exhausted from moving and arranging everything. It was a tiring day, and anyone who has moved knows what I mean. After midnight, we were jolted awake by a loud noise, as if a floor had collapsed. We woke up in a panic, thinking the house was falling apart. We asked the neighbors around us about the noise, but they said they hadn't heard anything. However, we all heard the noise, not just me. It was a strange situation, but we thought maybe we were imagining things. By the way, we lived in a very popular area called El Warraq, just so you know. The apartment above us had some annoying kids who loved to stomp around, making noise and banging on the ceiling. It seemed like those kids only liked to play at night while we were trying to sleep. The noise increased every night, and we thought it might be the kids or neighbors moving furniture, who knows, or workers fixing a bride's apartment. We came up with many explanations for the noise that kept us from sleeping at night. The real shocker, we found out later, was that the apartment above us was actually empty, and no one lived there. The owners had left after their young son died months ago. The boy had fallen in the stairwell while playing with a paper airplane from the 5th floor and died. I learned that the boy's grandmother had boiled yellow lentils and thrown them on the ground, and even drove nails into the floor to keep the spirit of the child from lingering in the house. Of course, I knew all of this was just old wives' tales, but my neighbor told me something so strange that night that it kept me awake in fear.